Hey everyone, I wanted to take a moment to share my story and to share a little bit about my life over the past few weeks because I found that a lot of the time people will post on social media beautiful pictures and beautiful things and lots of things that they celebrate. And oftentimes people aren't vulnerable and they don't share about grief or trauma or loss. And a huge part of recovering from trauma and a huge part of post-traumatic growth is actually sharing about grief and sharing about loss. And whether it's writing about your story or expressing it through dance or expressing it through a video like I'm doing, or writing a poem or drawing a picture or making a Facebook post, we're supposed to express it. So here's me expressing my story. And so over the past few weeks, what I've gone through is death threat, running away from a huge amount of abuse, having my child taken away and returned to me by the police. Um, what else? Going into hiding because a house was broken into looking for me. So hugely violent, abusive situations happened to me over the past few weeks. And these things hadn't happened for many years because I thought I had left them behind. But as we see, cycles of abuse can come up even when we least expect it. So that's what has been happening. And so even though there's been so much healing and so much repair that's gone on both, for me and in my life, it looks like, you know what, we can't get rid of all of our problems. Life doesn't become perfect after abuse, but what I can say that I'm grateful for and that what I can validate is that there is post-traumatic growth, because I see that from the 7 years ago where all of, and before that, where all the abuse and trauma has really stemmed from up until now. I've seen that I have been hugely a lot more stress resilient. I have been a lot more just able to function and able to respond the way I needed to respond. And the CPTSD that I had dealt with in the past did not come up again. And so seeing that we can build stress resilience, there is post-traumatic growth, we can build tools to help ourselves so that if stuff comes up again, if abuse and, terrible situations and loss and grief happens again, there's post-traumatic growth, we can get through it. And so, yeah, step one is just being like, it sucks. It really does suck. And we can talk about it when things suck. And also understanding that, you know what, I have become a person that even though when things really do suck, I can take it, I can tolerate it, and I can move through it. And I can find my grounding and my stability and my peace. So here's to post-traumatic growth. And I invite you guys to also use storytelling in whatever way you want, to go ahead and to express yourselves, because that's a part of post-traumatic growth. So whether you want to comment on this post, something that you've overcome recently, something that you're still getting through, something that you just want to share, go ahead, share it. This is the place, this is the space. I shared my vulnerability, you can share yours. And yeah, there is something definitely to be said of turning into a more resilient person, about the evolution of human resilience. And you know what? Life will always come back up, but we can be stronger, we can overcome, we can heal, and we can make things better. Definitely, things do get better and we get better. So here's to all of you, holding space for you too, whatever you're going through, and sending lots of love.